Welcome to this lesson on graphing inequalities in standard form. Now, standard form is when we have an equation that's of the form ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are numbers. In order to graph something that's in standard form, we're going to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. The x-intercept represents where along the x-axis the line will cross. And we determine it by taking the numbers in our standard form, such as, to find the x-intercept, we're going to take c divided by a to give us our x-intercept. To give us our y-intercept, we're going to do c divided by b. So for instance, we want our x-intercept and our y-intercept. Well, our x-intercept will always be somewhere along the x-axis. Somewhere along here, we're going to plot a point. For the y-intercept, it's going to be somewhere along the y-axis. And somewhere along here, we're going to plot a point. Now, after we have those 2 points, we can connect those 2 points to create our line. So I'm going to show you what this looks like as an inequality. Suppose we want to graph 6x plus 3y is less than 24. To find our x-intercept, we need to take c divided by a. Well, let's label our variables. 6 is a, 3 is our b, and 24 here would be our c. So the x-intercept is going to equal 24 divided by 6, which is positive 4. That means our x-intercept is at positive 4, so it is going to cross the x-axis at 4, which is right there. That's where I would plot the x-intercept. The y-intercept is going to be c divided by b. C is again 24. B is 3. And so 24 divided by 3 gives us a y-intercept of 8. So that means along the y-axis, I'm going to count up to 8. And I'm going to have to erase that first point that got plotted. We'll just redo this real quick. Delete that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's hard to get exact, but on your paper you should be able to get more exact than I will. So there's where the y-intercept is 8. The x-intercept is 4. Now, a common mistake that I don't want you to make, that happens a lot, is so you'll find the x-intercept of 4, you'll find the y-intercept of 8, and you'll make 1 point right here, and you'll say, oh, well, how do I make a line with just 1 point? You can't. In standard form, you need 2 points, 1 point along the y-axis, 1 point along the x, and now we can connect those. Because this is an inequality, if you remember, a symbol that doesn't have a line underneath is a dashed line. So when I connect these, I'm going to connect them with a dashed line. Now to figure out which way I'm supposed to shade, I either have to shade on the left side of the line or the right side of the line. We always like to pick this point 0, 0. Okay, I'm going to erase this to give me a little more room to work. So I picked the point 0, 0 because I'm going to plug 0 in for x and 0 in for y. Well, this is going to be 6 times 0 plus 3 times 0 is less than 24. Well, 6 times 0 is 0 plus 3 times 0, well, we just have 0 less than 24. And we ask ourselves, that's a true or false statement. Well, this is true. So if it is true on the same side as 0, 0, then I need to shade that same side. So for all of these, you're going to be looking for the x and y intercept and a spot to shade. Here's where it can get tricky. Suppose we go to this example. We have 7x plus 5y is greater than or equal to 20. We look to find the x-intercept, and you're going to take c divided by a. Remember that this is my a, this is my b, and this is my c. So our x-intercept is going to be c divided by a, which would be 20 divided by 7. Oh no, that gives me a decimal. No need to panic. We're just not going to find that x-intercept perfectly. But we can still find the y-intercept of 20 divided by 5. The y-intercept is going to be 4. Here is a quick way to find the slope. The slope is going to be negative a over b. So our slope in this case would be negative 7 over 5. So from that y-intercept, you're going to count your slope. You're going to go down 7 and to the right 5 until you reach this point right here. Now you can take these 2 points and connect them. So because our inequality has a line underneath, I can connect these points with a solid line. And to figure out the shading, I need a little more room to work. Again, we're going to pick 0, 0. Well, our shortcut is just put 0 on the left, keep this inequality, and keep that number. Is 0 bigger than 20? That's false. So that means I can't shade on that side of 0, 0. I need to shade on the other side.